Hi my dear readers, this is Simona Rich. So this is another personal update of what's been happening here on my land. And firstly, I should tell that I have a lot of work like I did before. So every day in the morning I do astrology for several hours, and then I spend the rest of my time working on land. Though I also check the weather forecast. So today was supposed to be a rainy day. That's why I edited and posted a video, and now I'm making this video. But actually the day turned out to be great, and I have a lot of planting to do. But since I dedicated this day already to making a new video and publishing and editing the one that I already made, I thought I will continue with that. But after making this video I will rush to work again because I have still potatoes to plant. My strawberry seedlings are arriving. I need to make beds for them, and I already made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds, vegetable beds, but I need to make more. But I'm not making them big, I'm making them small, and they're usually of irregular shapes because I like to keep them this way. I don't like those always rectangular shapes where like then every garden looks identical. I don't like that. I want to make something different. That's why I'm making vegetable beds of different shapes. And I'm happy to say that my water quality is excellent because I did the test and there are absolutely no pollutants, but the water is very hard because it's rich in minerals, which is good to drink, but it's bad for hair. So I will need to wash my hair with I will need to add either vinegar or lemon juice for washing my hair, for rinsing my hair after washing, because that's then it softens the hair. But apart from that, it's really good water. It's tasty water. It's excellent for drinking. So one of my biggest challenges has been overcome is to have water, because now I don't need to go every single day to buy water, which is 15 minutes by bicycle, which is not that much. But then if the weather is bad, and in Lithuania we have a lot of bad weather, it's not nice to go by bicycle to even the shop that is not that far. I've also finished fixing my tooth, so the crown is put, and I'm very happy with the clinic where I fixed my tooth, which is Dentita. It's called Dentita, and the doctor's name is Victoria. She was so nice. She took so much time to really make sure my tooth is well done. First, I had to even go the second time because she could have fitted my crown then, but it wasn't perfect match. So she again replaced the plastic tooth she had put free of charge. She didn't charge for that session at all, and then I had to go back, and then the fit was excellent. And actually when she fitted that tooth, I even forgot which tooth was problematic one, and I didn't know which one was with crown and which one was not. So the work was done so well, and she advised me how to keep my teeth very healthy, which is to always rinse them with salt water, and then to always use teeth to floss them. How is it called? To use those teeth strings. But she said that if I do that, then I won't have problems with my teeth. So that's what I'm doing now religiously, really taking care of my teeth, to always brush them very well and always use that teeth floss, and this will prevent future cavities, and I will also check my teeth every 6 months just to make sure everything is okay. But the previous time I got my crown done in India, the doctor was good, but he didn't advise me how to look after my teeth, and the crown was quite visible, and I had some swellings of my gums around the crown, but now I have nothing of the sort, and also the treatment was cheaper than what she quoted previously, so she really tried to save money. She's such a good doctor. I love people like this, and when I find people like this, even now it's far from this place where I currently live to the clinic, but I would just go to the clinic going by train for several hours just to see a doctor as good as her. So the weather in my country has been now so good. It was so hot that I even had to buy a fan, because in this place people don't usually have fans in my country because it's cold usually, but these few days were so hot, and this hut lacks ventilation. There is no air circulation. Even if I open the window and the door, still there is a corner where I'm sitting now which has no windows, nothing of the sort, and it gets hot. So I bought a fan, and now I'm really enjoying even hot weather. But my dog gets really unhappy when the weather is hot. He gets really hot, and so once I bought a fan, he's just, when the weather is hot, he's sitting just in front of the fan. I'm also enjoying now bicycle rides to the nearest town because I'm using the opportunity now. The weather is excellent, and when you live on your land, when you don't have a car, then you really depend on the weather, so you do everything according to the weather. So I understand how people used to live in the past. Weather impacted their whole life. So for example, if the weather is cold, I don't go out to buy water, or I stock up a little bit more prior to that on good days. So when the weather is bad, you're just staying at home, doing work at home. When the weather is good, you go out, you're making purchases, and then you do work on land. So really the whole of your life starts depending on the weather. So now, since the weather is good, I've been cycling to the nearest town, and I love that town because it's very beautiful, and I made some purchases for my clothes, for other things, home, food, and I really enjoy those long bicycle rides, which take around 45 minutes one way, and I'm driving mainly through the forests. All of my drive cycling is through the forests, and some are clearings or just fields, but most of the times it's just forests. So it's just so peaceful, and the smell is so wonderful of the trees, many pine trees, and I hear birds chirping. And unfortunately, I don't take many videos of such things because I'm just in the moment. I'm not even thinking about it, but I should make more videos about my life on land, because you will then see what the work is about. And you may have seen some of the photos that I'm going to show you here because I posted them on social networks. So I would like to show you some of them. These are the tulips that I planted a few years ago, and now they're blooming. I love this color. Then I have already planted, so here I'm including some more recent developments. On my land, I've already planted the strawberry seedlings, and they're doing really well. All of them actually are doing really well, so I'm so happy about it because I love strawberries, so I'm looking forward to tasting them. This is a pear tree blossom. I have one pear tree in my garden. This is quince bush, and quince fruit is really good because it's nutritious. It has high vitamin C content. which is similar to amla, I guess. So it's very, I have actually quite a few quince bushes on my property. This is Brussels sprouts. I have only 2 of them. I love Brussels sprouts, so I'm hoping they will be growing. And this is a beautiful tree, but I forgot its name. When it blossoms, it has such beautiful, great smell. These, I think, are apple trees. They are everywhere, not even on the properties of other people, but some of them are public ones, so you can actually eat them in this area. So again, it's such a wonderful smell to walk through them, and it just makes me so happy to see these beautiful blossoms. And this is just a picture I included of me eating on the train. It's not allowed, but I do it. It's first class because this is my, so to speak, reward. I don't like dealing with anything to do with the system, but because my brother and my mom are not here, I am the only one having to deal with my father's inheritance matter. So as a reward, when I'm going back from the capital to my land, I get myself a first class ticket and I have some kind of nice food. So here I'm eating chocolate pudding, but I also have salmon with croissant and cheese spread, white cheese spread. I really like it. This is again that tree, or is it bush? I don't know. Maybe it kind of looks like a bush more. This is apple tree, blossoming apple tree from my garden. And I love walking. This is close to my property because my property is near the forest. So when I walk, there are some forests, quite a few forests that I have to pass, and I love seeing old pine trees, the ones that are really tall. They make me feel so peaceful, and I'm just so happy walking through the trees. And this is another photo of going towards the train station from my land. This is again that beautiful tree that's blossoming now, that is abundant in my country. And this is pine tree. Again, it's so beautiful. Everywhere you look now, it's just beauty because everything is green. So it's just wonderful to walk, just stay in my garden or to walk in the areas close to the garden. Google is dropping me from its search results. It's so strange. For example, if I publish the same article on Medium and then I publish it on my site and then I Google the title in quotes to get the exact matches, then the Medium article comes up, but my site's article doesn't. So Google is really dropping me from its search results. So if you want to get updated about what I'm up to, then it's best to sign up for my newsletter on my website, because then even if something happens to my YouTube channel, you will still be in touch with me, and I send only like an email once a week or even less, so it's not like that I'm sending frequent emails. And in those emails I'm simply sending you the links to the recent articles of my site. I've already planted most of my potatoes, and I bought so much of them because when I had to order online, there wasn't like 1 kg of potatoes that I could order, but only 5 kg. So I had actually more than 5 kg of potatoes, and I still haven't planted them all, but I guess I will have to, because it will be a waste. But then when the harvest comes, I don't know where I will keep those potatoes, but hopefully by then I will have some kind of place for them, for the vegetables and other things. I hope so, to put also a freezer, and then I will be able to just store all the vegetables and everything. Because now if I'm living the way that I do now, which is just living in the small hut, there will be no space for such things. So hopefully I will have some storage place by then. I'm also going to plant flowers and I'm getting some berry bushes, because I have berry bushes on this property, on this land, but they are wild berries. So if I get cultivated berries, they are much larger and tastier, and it's just there will be many more of them, so the yield will be greater than where I just keep having those wild berry bushes which are huge and they produce not as many berries. So I came to appreciate cultivated fruits and vegetables, because if you, for example, if we would have only wild fruits and vegetables, they would be much smaller, much more bitter, harder. It would be more difficult to harvest them. Whilst now people, throughout years, they cultivated vegetables and fruits that are tastier, bigger, and just easier to collect. And I'm not talking about any kind of genetic modification, but just naturally. I guess what they do is they observe the fruits and they take the seeds of the ones that perform the best. I guess that's how they do it, but I don't know. But I really appreciate that, because you then get much more return for the work that you do. And I think my body is getting used to this kind of lifestyle now, because I'm able to do a lot of work without getting tired. But still, I feel my knees sometimes they have too much workload, because I have to cycle a lot, and when I'm working I have to bend my knees to care for the plants and so forth. So I have pain sometimes in my knees, but I don't feel it. Just when I bend, sometimes I have that pain, and still when I'm going to sleep my body is aching. And thanks God, I've ordered a washing machine and fridge. So actually the washing machine was supposed to be delivered, but there was some problem. I actually need to call the people today to find out what it is. But yes, soon I'm getting washing machine and the fridge. So before I used to store the food outside, because it's Lithuania has mostly cold weather, but now as the weather gets hotter, then I'm unable to store food outside, because obviously it's warm outside. So now I need the fridge, so it's soon to be delivered. And since I have the well now, finally I will be able to use the washing machine, which is great, because I have so many clothes that need to be washed from the time before that I was living in this hut. So they were clean, but they got damp because I wasn't here for a very long time. So I need them all washed, and then I will be able to use them all, which is excellent. So I think that's the update I have for you today. I'm going now to rush to work again, and I will work till the sunset. So now it's, what's the time now? It's actually 4 p.m. so I will work till 9:30 p.m. But usually I finish astrology work at 3 p.m. or something like this, and so from 3 p.m. till 9:30 I'm working all the time outside, and that happens every single day. But as I said, now my body got used to it, so I'm fine with that. And it's really nice to see that now there is not only a grassland here, but I'm starting to make some kind of structure and to plant things, and it just starts looking like it's an inhabited place rather than an abandoned place. So I'm so happy to see that, and it inspires me to continue working. So these are all the updates for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that where you are, you're enjoying the weather, and I hope you're not listening to the media propaganda about the current situation, because people who listen to that, they get into the fear mode, and then indeed some kind of virus can overtake them. But if you are just in your positive mind and believe in God that nothing will happen to you unless it's destined, then you feel so at peace and you can enjoy your life no matter what's happening in the world. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Take care.